Successful movie franchises have been the cash cow of Hollywood for the longest time. Starting with The Godfather, Rocky, Rambo, the Star Wars trilogy, the list is endless. Collections ranging between $750 million to over $3 billion is what has producers laughing all the way to the bank. However, every once in a while, a lemon pops up that can ruin even a successful franchise. Let's do a top 5 roundup of the sequels that have ruined franchises. Starting with number 5, we have Highlander. A fantastically entertaining film, the original Highlander was an old-school sword and sorcery flick which follows Connor MacLeod, who discovers his destiny as an immortal and goes on to face his nemesis, an evil fellow immortal in the Scottish Highlands. Highlander is a unique fantasy film that left a distinct mark in Hollywood and inspired a dedicated cult following. However, it went downhill from there for the franchise. Highlander 2: The Quickening hoped to match up to the first film, but revamped characters and an absurd plot threw all of that out of the window. The other 5 films made post that only succeeded in being worse than their predecessors. At number 4 we have Batman. Yes, Batman. Tim Burton's Batman renewed the public's interest in the superhero genre. The film follows billionaire playboy Bruce Wayne, who fights crime at night as the masked vigilante known as Batman. He must grapple with the psychotic Joker, who threatens to spread chaos and death through Gotham City. With its amazing performances and stunning visuals, the film represents the quintessential superhero film. While the sequel, Batman Returns, was another brilliant film, Batman went downhill when Joel Schumacher took over. He returned the franchisee to its camp roots of the 1960 television show. Instead of Adam West, he had George Clooney. While the third Batman Forever was tolerable, the fourth film, Batman and Robin, is widely regarded as one of the worst films ever made. Only recently was Christopher Nolan and Christian Bale helpful in reviving the franchise. The third on our list is The Matrix. One of the most influential science fiction films of all time, The Matrix raised doubts about the nature of free will and reality. It revolved around Neo, a computer programmer, who learns that the world is a simulated reality created by sentient machines in order to harvest humanity's body heat as a source of energy. He joins a group of rebels in an attempt to fight back against their mechanical overlords. Special effects and gripping sequences, The Matrix helped delve into a world unimaginable at some point. The Matrix was one of those films which weren't intended to have a sequel. Based on the success of the original, sequels were written to incorporate newer expanded plots which ended up ruining the franchise. While the original was self-contained within the script, the sequel were laughable with monstrous plots. Come on, a rave party in Zion? Seriously? At number 2 we got our favorite green monster, Shrek. Shrek was an high-energy farce of fairy tales that featured lovable characters, incredible animation, and a quotable, hilarious script. It was the story of a massive green ogre called Shrek who sets out to save a beautiful princess. Along the way, he finds companionship with a loudmouth donkey that helps him rescue the fair damsel who has quite a secret of her own. The Oscar-winning film established DreamWorks as an animation pioneer. The sequels to Shrek saw subsequent de-alienation from the lovable original. Like The Matrix and Highlander, the original was self-containing and didn't require sequels. The creators ran out of ideas and killed the franchise by dragging it on with horrific films. And our number 1 movie, Pirates of the Caribbean. The original Pirates of the Caribbean was an action-packed throwback to the swashbuckling pirate films of old. Johnny Depp's performance as Captain Jack Sparrow assured him Hollywood immortality. A riveting plot, breathtaking action, and humor, this one will live on in memory for a long time. Pirates of the Caribbean suffered, however, once the filmmakers tried to do too much with the franchise. In the midst of brilliant action sequences, the plot was mashed up and lost in totality. The sequels wiped out the shine of the original and left a bad taste post a brilliant beginning.